Hello, Duncan here from Video Mania 2, and today we're going to talk about a new release, Blacklight, starring Liam Neeson. It's directed by Mark Williams. It also stars Emmy Raver Lampman and Aidan Quinn. This movie, the trailers made it look like a Liam Neeson action movie, and there is plenty of action in it, but I consider it more of a character-driven political thriller. Here, Liam Neeson plays Travis Block. He is an FBI fixer. He's kind of off the books. He reports directly to the director of the FBI, Robinson, played by Aidan Quinn, who is great here. And the director sends him in with the FBI agent is undercover and things go bad. He's brought in to fix the situation and get him out by any means necessary, no questions asked. He just comes in, gets him out of there, takes him somewhere, lets them decompress, and then move on to their next assignment. And the movie starts out, too. There's a congresswoman that is assassinated. It's made to look like a hit-and-run accident. But a journalist, Mira Jones, played by Emmy Raver Lampman, she's great here. She thinks there's something more to it, but all she has is conjecture, and a guy from the FBI who calls her, but needs to meet with her, and her publisher's like, look, you got to have some kind of verification. You basically just have conjecture here. I can't let you write it. So she starts digging around, and the FBI agent wants to talk to her. The director finds out about it, and he's like, okay, Travis, go in, get him out. We'll take him, get him, let him decompress, and then we'll move on from there. So that's where, he's brought in to do that. And he talks to the FBI agent. Block talks to him, and he's like, I'm having a crisis of conscience. And he's like, look, we're the good guys here. And sometimes, we're not supposed to question everything. We're supposed to do our job. So he has Travis Block obviously is very loyal to director Robinson, and that's explained later in the film. So he tries to get a hold of him, but he can't get to him, and he keeps trying to talk. The agent keeps trying to talk to the journalist, and she gets more and more curious. To eventually, Travis Block tries to talk to her, and he's like, "Look, I know who you are. Just drop this. Go enjoy your life. Focus on your career, but drop this." And that just makes her more curious. So the FBI agent makes one more attempt to try to contact her, and they come close, and she sees Travis Block chasing him down, and so she gets more curious and sees some things that really she knows, okay, this is getting pretty deep here. So now Travis Block sees some things here. He's like, wait, this isn't the FBI I work for, the director I work for. This is getting a little too much. I have to start questioning some things here. So he, in turn, goes to Robinson, starts questioning. He's like, look, I've been wanting to get out for a while. I want out of this. This is starting to not be right here. So that leads to the ultimate clash here between two old friends and a journalist here who wants to try to expose the whole thing. So Block and Mira Jones begin to work together. Now, this movie, like I said, is a political thriller, but the action here is well laid out, and it means more when it does happen. And I like that. And there was something I was really worried about, because of this current world. I thought there was going to be social commentary. It's part of the tension of watching this movie. Is like, when's it coming? When's the social commentary coming? It never did, and that was a welcome surprise. I liked that. Now, here, director Robinson, I liked how they explained his motivations. He idolized J. Edgar Hoover, who was once a very powerful person in this country, and he had dirt on everybody. And director Robinson's kind of a throwback to him. So that's how that was done. And this movie was more about power. Director Robinson was more into the power than anything. That was his main motivation, and so he had a file on everybody. Now, some things I liked about here too was the use of the Dutch angle when the camera is tilted, because Travis Block's world was all well in alignment. He's OCD, but then the Dutch angle was brought in when his loyalty is tested and his life kind of spins out of control, and it tilts things. And I think that was kind of a deeper saying to show that his life was beginning not everything made sense or looked lined up properly. Now, the thing about this, overall, this movie is about loyalty and power. And overall, it's an old school political thriller that I really liked. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. So I'll give it 4 out of 5 stars because everything that happens here you've seen before many times. But I enjoyed it nonetheless. So overall, I enjoyed it, and I would recommend it. I'm going to pick it up on 4K because when the action happened, it meant something, and the characters were all pretty engaging. So overall, had a pretty good time. So that's all I have for today. I got another new release and then another old school release hopefully later in the week. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.